Okay, I think we have time for one more question. Yes, in the back.
Just quick comment. Question was asked, what 200 plus organizations set up? Why would they set up? In addition to the fact that it was set up to make it more difficult to follow the money, but something that hasn't come to forth yet, but may, if indictments ever come down, is plausible deniability.
Go ahead, please.
Charles Turner was on the board here in D.C., but just like to make one point here. On January 7th, 2009, in 15 states, ACORN 8 went in and asked the Justice Department to take a look into ACORN. We put the complaint out and we charged them with the U.S. mail fraud with violation of our civil rights. And that complaint is available on our website if you'd like to take a look at it. So, you know, a year ago, almost a year ago, we were filing complaints against ACORN.
This is making even some Democrats uncomfortable. John Conyers, when he first heard about some of these allegations, said, well, we ought to do more of an investigation. And then he said no. He talked to the powers that be in the House, and they told him no.
I was actually sitting in the room when he said that.
Yeah.
And he really argued with the Gerald Nadler about it. You know, as much as they can argue in public. He actually, I mean, it went back and forth like 3 times, and then he came out again and asked that he take a look into it, and it was Nadler who fought him back.
Hans, is the Justice Department going to set up a tip line for ACORN allegations? Or,
I
mean,
doubt,
given
I
the
doubt
registration
it.
fraud allegations, I mean, that seems to me a no-brainer in terms of a voting section investigation, but nothing's been.
No,
the Bush Justice
I
Department
agree.
didn't institute one either, so it's not like it's a partisan charge we're making here.
Yeah, I really just can't explain the dereliction of carrying out the responsibilities in this case. I give another quick example. The way in which the charitable affiliates were used for what seems pretty clearly partisan political purposes was exactly one of the things that Jack Abramoff was indicted and convicted for. And yet, you know, that investigation took off very quickly, was very comprehensive. You know, the right thing was done in that case. You know, convictions were obtained. We have the similar type of activity here, and yet nothing is being done about it at the federal level.
Matthew, any concluding thoughts?
I think that ACORN is an organized crime syndicate, and it's about time we start treating it as such. And that has nothing. And I admit it. I'm a conservative, you know, with a foot in the libertarian camp, but that doesn't have anything to do with my feelings about ACORN. There are lots of honorable left-wing groups that don't engage in the kind of chicanery and racketeering that ACORN does, and I think it's about time that they get what's coming to them.
Marcel, where do things stand with the litigation that you've been involved in and the ACORN 8's been involved in?
We have no idea. We have no idea. We do know that we filed these complaints. They're at the website. You can go to acorn.com and take a look, acorn8.com, and take a look at them. They're there for anyone to see. We've approached. Louisiana is the only people that we've approached that are actually doing something.
And ACORN left Louisiana, at least so they tell us in response.
I believe they did. Yeah, I'm not sure. And our documents have been available for a while, but what we were looking for relief through the Department of Justice. And so one of the things that one of the attorneys told us was that we should not take all of our information public at that time. We should kind of, so that they would make the moves they've made.
So one more time, your website?
It's acorn8.com or acorn-8.net.
And Hans, how can people learn more about your work? Heritage.org?
www.heritage.org.
And Matthew, you're all over the place too.
Yeah, Capital Research Center, which is capitalresearch.org, American Spectator, which is spectator.org, and biggovernment.com, which is biggovernment.com.
And we'll let people know how to contact Judicial Watch. So we believe you me, judicialwatch.org. So We appreciate all your time and appreciate the participation of our audience, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much.